Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow warriors of life, today I stand before you to talk about something that is not just a matter of heartbreak, but a journey toward reclaiming your own power, your own essence. It's about understanding that there is a strength inside you, an unshakable force that nothing and no one can take away. Life, my friends, has a way of teaching us lessons we never expect. We often find ourselves in situations where we lose pieces of ourselves to someone, something, or even circumstances. But the most painful and the most beautiful lesson is this: you are the one who has the power to heal, to move on, to rediscover your worth. We all go through experiences where we feel abandoned, where the person we thought we could count on turns their back, or where the connection we had seems to fade. It's easy to get consumed by thoughts of why and how, but let me tell you something. The question should never be about them. It should always be about you. You see, when you step into your own light, when you recognize your worth, that's when the true healing begins. You don't need validation from anyone. You don't need someone to tell you you're worthy. You don't need them to realize your worth. You know what's the most powerful thing you can do? Live your life for you. Live it for your dreams, for your passions, for your growth. Be the woman who walks into a room and makes it brighter, not because she's waiting for someone's approval, but because she knows who she is and what she's worth. Make no mistake, this journey is not always easy. There will be moments where you will feel the sting, the loneliness, the void. But in those moments, remember, you are the architect of your own story. You have the pen. And your story is not one of loss, but of reclamation, of rediscovery, of rising like a phoenix from the ashes. What does it mean to make someone feel the pain of losing you? It means finding your voice. It means walking away with dignity, with strength, with grace. It means building the life you deserve, without waiting for anyone to come back and try to rewrite your story. Because, my friends, the truth is this: when you rise above the storm, when you take back your power, when you embrace yourself fully, your presence becomes a reminder that no one, no circumstance, no event could ever take away what is truly yours. So make them feel the pain of losing you, not by making them regret their choices, but by showing them that you were always more than enough, that your light is not dependent on anyone else's recognition. Remember, you are not just a chapter in someone else's life. You are the author of your own, and your story will always be one of strength, resilience, and grace. Reclaiming your power is one of the most transformative and empowering journeys you can embark on in life. It is an act of deep self-awareness where you recognize that your worth is inherent, not dependent on others, and that your happiness and peace come from within. Often we get caught up in seeking validation from external sources, be it from other people, achievements, or material possessions. We measure our value by how others see us, how much approval we receive, or how much love and attention we can garner. But when we do this, we surrender our power to those outside of us. We become vulnerable to their judgments, their opinions, and their actions, allowing them to dictate our emotional well-being. To reclaim your power is to stand firm in your own sense of self-worth, irrespective of external validation or approval. It means realizing that your value doesn't fluctuate based on what others think of you or how they treat you. You are enough simply because you exist. You are worthy of love, respect, and success, not because someone else tells you so, but because it is a fundamental truth about your being. Your strength is not something to be given or taken by others. It is yours by birthright, yours to nurture, and yours to guard fiercely. The first step in reclaiming your power is to acknowledge that you are in control of your own life. You are the author of your own story, and the direction it takes is entirely in your hands. We often feel powerless in situations where we are dependent on others, whether it's a partner, a friend, a family member, or a boss. We give them the power to affect our moods, our decisions, and our future. But true power comes from within. When you realize that no one has the ability to dictate your happiness or success, you start to take ownership of your life in a way that changes everything. This doesn't mean that life will always be easy or that you won't face challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. What it means is that you approach these situations from a place of inner strength. You don't let the opinions or actions of others derail you from your path. Instead, you navigate these challenges with resilience, confidence, and an unwavering belief in your own ability to overcome them. You recognize that you're not at the mercy of anyone or anything. No matter what happens outside of you, your power remains intact as long as you keep rooted in your truth. Part of reclaiming your power is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential to maintaining your emotional well-being and preserving your sense of self. When we allow people to overstep our boundaries, whether intentionally or unintentionally, we give away our power. We compromise our needs, our desires, and our values in order to appease others or avoid conflict. This leads to feelings of resentment, frustration, and eventually exhaustion. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. It is a way of saying, I honor myself enough to protect my space, my energy, and my peace of mind. When you set clear boundaries and enforce them with consistency, you are taking control of your life and protecting your power from being drained by others. Equally important is learning to stop seeking external validation. For most of us, seeking approval from others is a deeply ingrained habit. We want to be liked, appreciated, and recognized for our efforts. But when we depend on external validation for our sense of self-worth, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Not everyone will see us the way we want to be seen, and not everyone will appreciate us in the way we feel we deserve. When we place our value in the hands of others, we are at their mercy. Reclaiming your power means looking inward for validation. It means acknowledging that your self-worth is intrinsic and that you don't need anyone's approval to feel good about who you are. This shift in mindset requires practice. It requires you to let go of the need for constant affirmation and to start cultivating a relationship with yourself that is grounded in self-acceptance. You begin to value yourself for who you truly are without needing anyone else to affirm it. You acknowledge your strengths, your flaws, your journey, and your uniqueness, and you accept it all as part of who you are. The more you practice this self-conviction, the more your inner power grows. You no longer need others to tell you that you're enough, because you already know it. Another key aspect of reclaiming your power is learning to let go of the past. Many of us carry emotional baggage from past relationships, experiences, or traumas. We hold on to hurt, resentment, and regret, which ultimately drains our energy and diminishes our sense of self-worth. Holding on to the past is like carrying a heavy weight that prevents us from moving forward. Reclaiming your power involves releasing these negative emotions and learning to heal. This doesn't mean forgetting or dismissing the pain. Rather, it means choosing not to let it control your life anymore. It means forgiving yourself and others, not for their sake, but for your own peace of mind. When you let go of the past, you free yourself from the emotional chains that bind you. You allow yourself to move forward with a clean slate, unburdened by the mistakes or wounds of yesterday. You reclaim the energy that was once lost to regret and frustration, and you use that energy to build a future that aligns with your true desires. You stop looking backward and start focusing on the possibilities that lie ahead. This process of release is liberating. It's an act of self-love and a powerful declaration that you are no longer willing to be defined by what happened to you. You are choosing to define yourself in the present with the power to shape your own future. Equally important in reclaiming your power is learning to trust yourself. Self-doubt is one of the greatest obstacles to personal growth. We often second-guess our decisions, question our abilities, and wonder if we're on the right path. But trusting yourself is about believing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's about having confidence in your judgment, in your intuition, and in your ability to navigate the twists and turns of life. Trusting yourself means knowing that even if you make mistakes, you will learn and grow from them. It means accepting that you are human and that you have the strength to rise again, no matter what challenges you face. When you trust yourself, you make decisions with conviction. You stop waiting for external opinions or approval to guide your choices. You listen to your inner voice and trust that it knows what's best for you. Even when the path is uncertain or unclear, you move forward with confidence, knowing that you have the wisdom and resilience to navigate whatever lies ahead. Self-trust is a key component of reclaiming your power because it allows you to take charge of your life and move forward with purpose and clarity. Reclaiming your power means embracing your worth, no matter how others may try to diminish it. There will always be people who try to undermine you, who try to make you feel small.